Greetings, book club. We are going to dive into dark psychology. 10 books in one. This book here is thick as hell. Learn the art of persuasion, how to influence people, hypnosis, manipulation techniques, NLP secrets, analyze the body language, mind control, and emotional intelligence. So, toxic relationships, all kind of shit. So, basically, dating coaches probably would have this, and those that know how to manipulate narcissists, it will explain. So, we're going to go look at this book, y'all. This is episode, I'm going to put this on YouTube and my Patreon. Because I'm probably not going to, I got another little one for my Patreon, but it's over there. But I'm going to put this one because I want to share this with people. So people can stop being manipulated. So hopefully this will help people figure a lot out about themselves and about dealing with narcissists. It says here, I'm going to read parts of it. Of course, it's for educational purposes only. Just so you guys that see if you want to get the book, we're going to divulge in some of it. I turned a couple of pages back when I was skimming through and it's definitely, I'm going to do this one too. Let me turn that back. I just flipped to another chapter that was just interesting. Of course, I'm not going to read this big thing to y'all. But if you want to be a part of the book club, you either come back I think I do it on Sundays, but I'm behind this week. So every Sunday, so I'm catching this up for the 7th, August the 7th. We'll do another one on the 14th. So I'll upload this one in public because somebody asked me, are you still doing book club? Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes. I just do the good books on Patreon. This is probably need to be on Patreon. As you can see, it's quite the read. Okay. So let's divulge in, okay? The mind is one of the human nature's most complicated elements. The functioning of the brain is something that, as far as we know, has both perplexed and fascinated humanity. The mysteries of the mind have been studied by philosophies, psychologists, and researchers. Well, yeah. They leave little psychopath killers alive, so they can pick their brain apart, mass killers and shooters and stuff. But, not everybody gets to walk out alive. So it is usually believed that our conduct and actions are influenced by natural perception. Therefore, a bunch of studies have carried out to understand the cognitive cycle of the individual experiences, whether subtle or evil, before adopting the interventions. I'm guessing a lot of psychiatrists, therapists, hypnosis people, dating coaches, from what I talked about, because it already talks about relationships in the content, have possibly read this book by now. If not, they may want to get it. Okay, some efforts of the study of the human mind have focused on the brain. These trials examine the physical elements of the body with the emphasis on the collection, process, interpretation, and storage of data. In essence, they aim to understand more in depth how the body can influence the thinking of a person. These surveys have led to advances in the management and weakening circumstance, such as Alzheimer's, perception problems, and even memory loss. Psychology is the best known element of research into the human mind. Okay. Okay, dark psychology is all about learning a person's way of thinking. Its aim is to know why these activities are based on the models shown before the actions. What is dark psychology? That's that chapter right there. I gotta highlight it because I want to make sure I don't repeat myself when we go back over it next Sunday, or this Sunday on the 14th. Traditionally considered a field of applied psychologists, dark psychology begins with the study of manipulation. Considering the dark personality type have existed as long as history can record it, some, golly, they don't want this book out. It comes as no surprise that those interested in understanding these dark types have been scattered across history as well. You know what? I'm reading that little part and my mind is going on pastors of the church. I swear, I know they know this book. You know, because this is a lot of learn the art of persuasion and manipulation and hypnosis. Yeah. So can we say a lot of them are psychopath or borderline? Some maybe. Okay. Okay. In particular, it is possible to find evidence of studies about manipulation and abuse in nearly every culture around the world. Humans have always victimized other humans as long as they have been able to. You can read in history how about people used to take slaves, destroy other towns and villages, and steal. Ultimately, until relatively recently in history, attempts to manipulate and control other people have been common, even if not particularly controlled or recorded. It happened on a regular basis, but without proper guidance and logging for it to be tracked. So they left a lot of stuff out on purpose. After all, even religious texts may have reference to, did I not just fucking say that? Y'all, did I not just fucking say pastors? I swear, you can't fuck with my intuition because I fucking called it. I didn't even see that. After all, even religious texts have reference to manipulation, such as referring to Eve being deceived by the snake. In proper psychology, there have been studies to define how stimulation of any kind can change behaviors. These have studied aspects such as whether fear can be conditioned or learned, or whether adding certain situations or wording could convince people to act in certain ways. Mind tricks, matrix, perhaps one of the earliest records of controlling the behavior of others, comes in 1897 with Ivan Pavlov, Pavlov's study of dogs and their behavior. He learned that some of the behavior of dogs seemed to emanate, such as salivating in response to food. To be innate, such as salivating in response to food. He also learned that the innate behavior could be linked to other stimuli. Instead of the dog salivating at food, for example, Pavlov, Pavlov, conditioned the dogs to salivate to the sound of a bell, which was eventually called classical conditioning. So in classical conditioning, you are able to take unconditional responses and cause them with unconditional stimuli. The food is the unconditional stimulus, and the response is seeing it. The dog will salivate. The unconditioned stimuli gets paired with a conditioned stimuli. And the response over time, you will see that the unconditioned response occurs when exposed to the conditioned stimuli. Okay? This is an experiment. I don't know if I want to do that. Dark psychology at present. I don't know where my little tabs are at. That's what I'm wondering. Oh, here we go. Now that we've discussed a bit about the different types of dark psychology and exist in society, we will now demonstrate how prevalent these practices really are in modern day society. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get to. I didn't want to read no case study. I can read that later. I think that's an introduction. So let's read what dark psychology is at present. This book is by Joseph Griffith and Katerina Griffith. I'm assuming that's a husband and a wife. Okay, because our ideas of the dark psychology practitioner cannot be limited to those obviously deviant or with a clear criminal intent, the array of situations in which potential victims live out their day-to-day lives expand to include even those areas which might not be the first considered. We can imagine a dark alleys or a crowded bar as great hunting grounds for the predator, using dark psychology tactics. But often our first encounters with dark psychology occurs a little closer to home, at home to be exact. Oh shit. What, Lord? So some of y'all crazy ass folks, like I said, is your own family member manipulating y'all. The narcissist mom and dads and family members. I said that at 1333. What we experience in our childhood often has a profound effect on how we turn out as human beings. What we value, it says what our values and morals are, how that reflects whatever religion and spiritual practices we were brought up with, how we treat and respect others, and whether or not we were taught to be afraid of or dislike those who are different from us. Well, we already said that. I've always known that racism is really taught. It comes from the family, the mother and the father. If they're going to teach their child to be racist, it's going to be because they were taught that way, because children don't come here being that way. Their unconditional love is, they don't know the difference until we teach them. The list goes on and on. Though we do not always turn out exactly as our parents had intended, sometimes this is a disappointment. Other times people break out of the old-fashioned or immoral practices or other ways of thinking of their parents to become better, more informed people. Yep, we sure do. Because we don't get stuck in the religious indoctrination and brainwashing that has taken place with our parents and grandparents. So it takes some brave people to break out of that and go and be their own person. Everybody ain't able, but everybody want to be Cain, God damn it. That's my little spiritualism I always say. These experiences can be rather benign and might include things like realizing as a teenager that you do not share the religious values your parents have taught you or their political views. That is true, because my children were like that. Perhaps your parents wanted you to go to school and follow in their footsteps in terms of a career. Well, I didn't do that though. But you soon discovered you didn't enjoy their occupation. Because a lot of people try to live through their children, go make their children be ball players, doctors, lawyers, because they never finished or never did anything, or because, like he or she said, they want them to follow in their footsteps. And so they end up miserably grown people that hate their profession. Some may change it later in life. Some may be stuck with it and just despise it. Sometimes, however, the people experience hurtful behavior, verbal abuse, or both, which over time distorts their perception of how people should interact with another. Yeah, we would definitely say that's where verbal abuse begins, at the house. I see why they said at home first. I see why. If, for example, a young boy was taught throughout his childhood that respect should be earned and trust should be not given to just anybody, he may grow up to be very difficult to befriend, and may have trouble trusting even those who cares about and has positive experiences with. Though it is not always the case, often in unfortunate circumstance, young minds pick up on poor role models behavior, which may follow them around the rest of their lives until someone points it out and teaches them it teaches them to at least behave differently. People may either be receptive of this reteaching, or they may dismiss it out of hand. This is a character trait that might equally be attributed to genetics and to upbringing. Let's look at a few examples. Well, shit. Oh, we right in childhood trauma. I see it right there. Okay. So that. Wow. Y'all might want to get this book. I don't know if I want to read this today. I can go back and read that later. I want to get to the meat. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and read that again. The effects of dark psychology. I'm trying to get to what I really want, and I'll know it when I see it. But I'm gonna read some of this along the way. All right, so that's why I'm marking it. Oh, dark psychology versus covert emotional manipulation. Well, shit, this will be good for dating, won't it? Okay. What is the difference between dark psychology and occult emotional manipulation? Dark psychology can be defined as a process by mental influence that consists of making people do things against their self-interest. So this lacks morality precisely because its function is immoral. That's like taking somebody's free will away. Secret emotional manipulation is the process in which a person tries to influence another's decision and feeling in a hidden way. Tries to influence them, right? Not necessarily for immoral purposes. Basically, secret emotional manipulation involves masking the real intentions of the manipulator. This type of person focuses on the emotional side of the individual because they know that a person's emotions are the key to their personality. Emotional intelligence, that's what people can't, Ain't Spirit good? Y'all got this from Kim Arts? Ain't Spirit good? I wasn't even going to read this book. This book been sitting out here for at least 2 days with the other books. I was debating on which book, and I wasn't going to read this book. And then I just said, I need a book because I need to start book club before the end of this week so I can get y'all loaded up on Patreon. Even though I'm sharing this with YouTube also because of book club. So I'll put this in the also in the book club playlist. So this will be the book we're going to go over because a lot of people are getting manipulated out there, and I thought this would be wise to share this one so people would know, since y'all like to just hone in on narcissism and things like that. Y'all can get a deeper understanding behind the behavior itself. So instead of just hollering red flag, red flag, red flag, no, tell people what the fuck it is. Like, where the fuck is labeled at? Well, shit, I just did. Why it take me to do something? Now everybody and mama gonna come out. Look, gaslighting. Right there. Love bombing. Didn't I tell y'all before that these coaches read this motherfucker? Didn't I tell y'all these motherfuckers read this shit? That's why they're able to teach y'all. That's why they're able to, they're love bombing. Oh, now I can't wait to get to that. You see, I just lit this bitch up, right? I'm just reading it with y'all, so that's why I'm marking it as I go, so I can go back to the pages that interest me later, because I'm not going to read y'all the whole book. If y'all want it, your damn ass can, look, what is narcissism? If y'all want it, y'all, chauvinism, something other. I forgot that word. I see it, but I can't get my mouth to say it. Deception through lying by omission, avoidance. Oh yeah, playing the victim. Oh shit, yeah. We finna get into this, y'all. The dark, and this is where I'm at. What is dark psychology? And now here I am right here at the covert one. I just kind of glanced at the present one because the present one was a test, like a couple of examples. It had examples. So that's where I'm at right there. The next one is the effects of dark psychology. I might skip around because, like I said, I'm gonna go to the ones now I'm seeing. Blackmail. Yeah, I'm finna go through this book. Creating an illusion. Covert deception. Long con. Okay, anchoring. Blackmail. Online grooming. Financial obligations. Leading questions. putting the other person down, the big build-up. Oh, they got a whole fucking playbook. Y'all ass ought to be a fucking shame. Y'all ass just should have told people to get this motherfucking book. But that's too much like rights. So y'all know where y'all see it first at, right? Let me show you this big Bible. This big dark psychology Bible. Oh, I got more, honey. This ain't even it. I got more books on this bullshit. So, okay. So, okay. Generate fear after playing the victim. I'm reading look how I had to go back, and when I saw love bombing, and I said, that's why I said at first, I bet you this was a book dating coaches and religion people use. Just from reading this paragraph right here, I knew it fuck what I was doing, because I know how to connect dots, and I know when people are bullshitting people. And a lot of these motherfuckers is bullshitting people, because this is the book they probably do in psychology class in college, of course, because it's the study of behavior, just like this. But of course, they're not going to lead y'all to the answers when y'all ask and read. Okay? That's why I'm not reading to you, but I'm pointing out stuff. If you want this big bitch, look at here. You will buy this big bitch, just like me. I'm not going to babysit y'all and read to y'all. So, okay, so y'all need to learn how to look shit up. That's why y'all be getting used and abused. Generate fear, create insecurity, the door in the face. Oh, is this the slam the goddamn door in the face? Foot in the door. Yes, set technique. Linguistic presumption. Reverse psychology. Oh, we all know about that, right? Negative hidden commands. Anchoring, blackmail, love bombing, positive reinforcement, gaslighting, long con, covert deception. Creating an illusion, the big buildup, putting the other person down, leading questions, online grooming, financial obligations. Like how brainwashing occurs, effects of brainwashing. Empathy, socioeconomic history, life satisfaction. This what is in NLP. And I've seen this somewhere, and I was waiting for Spirit to give it to me, because I've seen the techniques, and I was waiting for Spirit to give me the book, because I seen somebody on TikTok, I think, describe it. They said like the NLP, and I don't know where the thing is at, but I want evidence. I don't believe what people say. Y'all got to learn not to believe what people say, and ask Spirit to give you the evidence, give you where they got the shit from. Well, this is one, because there's a word I've been looking for probably like 3 or 4 months now, but I just waited. I listen, I watch, and I observe. That's what I tell y'all at KAU University. Listen, Kim Arts University. Listen, watch, observe. Because when you want to know something, it ain't nothing your ass cannot know. Spirit will bring you the fucking evidence, and here it is right here. So you know I'm going to go over that, because it was a good, whoever I saw, I can't even remember who it was, but whoever I saw, I was like, damn, I need to read up on that. I want to read up on that. And I never had a book. Like, I just said, oh, that's interesting. I want to read up on that. And here it is right here. God damn it, because I didn't take no psychology. I'm a nurse, but I didn't take no psychology. So now I see right there. So how NLP is used in relationships. So we're going to read that. Okay? Empathy. It had different types of empathy too. Strategies to read body language. Pay attention to the context. Stay objective. Okay. 4 types of body language. Upward, light, animated, fluid, flowing, soft, active, reactive, substantial, bold, constant, still. We're going to go on that. Y'all stay tuned. If you don't want to buy it, I'm highlighting the ones I'm going to go through in this book. Oh man, using mind control with children. What the fuck? Kids in a classroom environment, mind control exercise for class. Wow. If teachers are using this, well, description of each personality type. Now we know it's personality types, right? What causes specific personality types? Description of each personality type. So, I am an introvert. Am I an introvert or extrovert? Type 1, type 2. Dominance, influence, steadiness, conscientious, dominance, influence, steadiness, conscientious. Highly sensitive people versus normal people. How people feel and give love. That sounds like the love languages, right? The 5 love languages. Intuition, I want to see that, what they say more about intuition. Using these traits to your advantage. Ways to analyze people. Body language analysis. Shit, y'all gonna be able to read motherfuckers like a book. Appear to be versus actually be. Oh my God. I'm gonna eat this bitch up. Y'all know I'm finna break this shit down. Y'all know I'm finna break this motherfucking shit down. Like my insides is jumping for fucking joy right about now. I'm just turned on by the fucking this table of content right here. Like, liars sweat more than usual. What the fuck? What the fuck? Liars avoid eye contact. Pacing up and down. Nonverbal hints of a liar. Liars randomly throw gestures against the norm. Liars speak faster than usual. Liars randomly throw gestures. I don't know where they get all this stuff from. Not other people, but I see why. Because they think if they throwing gestures, that's like magic. You remember, now you see me, now you don't. If you guys didn't see that with Morgan Freeman, now you see me, now you don't. Everybody in the crowd was trying to watch for the trick that they was like, they was watching his hands and looking for it, that they missed it. So a lot of people say that, okay, if you talk with your hands, oh, that's lying. Not necessarily. I think that's more of a, I don't even know who to put, I don't even know who wrote this book or what their race is, but Black interpretation is different from Caucasian or European interpretation of shit. So that's why I'm saying that at 33. So I know that's true. So you can't sum up everybody and say everybody because they move their hands, they're lying, or because they if they avoid eye contact, they're lying. Some people don't want you to look in their eyes because the eyes are the window to the soul. It ain't that they're lying. It's some of you motherfuckers don't even deserve to look a motherfucker in the eye, period. You know, because of the person's spiritual, level, the deity level of that person, right? So in Black interpretation, I would say no fucking way. I'm gonna tear this bitch apart. I just know I am. That's why my insides is jumping for joy that Spirit gave me this book, because I'm about to just look at it and fuck it up, really, you know, in a good, honest way. But like, no, who were you assessing? White people, Caucasians? Who were you assessing? That's my point. Because Black people don't even get to live in murder and crimes. Damn near. They shoot the fuck out of us. And I said it at 3-4-4-4. So we don't get to fucking get this experiment. So that's why I said maybe on a Caucasian European level, yeah, you might think that. But not on Black people, because when do Black people live past some shit like the shit other folks do? Rare. Let's be honest. Tell the truth, shame the goddamn devil and bejeebus. You see what I'm saying? So no, I don't care what doctor the fuck this was. Me and that doctor could have a sit down. You know what I'm saying? Because no, this is not who you watched on this shit. We slave master. Come on, don't make me go there, because you didn't watch Black people on this shit. Black people usually ain't even included in nothing like that. So Jeffrey Dahmer, Hannibal Lecter, what's his name? Ted Bundy, right? No, come on now. But I understand where they get it from. Some of this, yeah, sweating, I could see, because that means they're nervous or they're like trying to keep something in. It is like treading light. So I wouldn't say that for everybody. That's what I'm saying. I would not classify this for everybody. Some people are very protective of their energy is why they won't look people in the eye, not because they're lying, because that's a portal. So I don't know where they get this shit from. I'm not saying it's wrong, but remember, this stuff is opinionated. And when you read, you got to take it like how I'm taking it. If it don't agree, it don't agree. It's not for you. But it's like you don't just take it and run with it either, right? Because it's subject to the eye of the beholder. And a lot of stuff people write are opinionated. It's not that it's fact. It's not that it's truth. It's just their suggestion. It's their opinion, right? About a subject. Faking body language, interest. Most liars avoid mentioning emotional feelings in their version of events. Most liars are careful and will insist on a question to be repeated. Liars tend to justify their actions even when not necessary. Liars tend to fake memory loss. Liars tend to report what they did not do as opposed to what they did. What? Most liars tend to make self-correction to avoid sounding uncertain. Liars tend to answer a question with a question. Liars tend to respond to questions that were not asked. No, because I ask questions with a question to get people to think. So again, like I said, it depends on the person here. And then on all this that I just read, it depends on if this is a constant thing that they're doing, not like a one-time thing, because I'll say, okay, did I grab the air or did the air grab me? That's not a lie. You see what I'm saying? I asked the question and turn around and ask the question the other way. Did I grab the air or did the air grab me? That's not a lie. That's why I say you have to be a critical thinker, a visionary, which is why a lot of people don't read, because they can't think for themselves when they read shit like this. Even though it's interesting to see how motherfuckers love bomb and gaslight. I can't wait to get to that. And all this shit, it's gonna really, really, really take shit to another level. It really is. Making people comfortable around you, mirroring the chameleon effect. Damn. Executive listening, use their name, fake self-confidence, using low tone, assume the power pose, claiming your territory. Y'all, this shit is detecting romantic interest through body language. Watch the face, general signs of attraction, tilting, tossing their head, adjusting. Boy, they have been fucking y'all over. Damn! They have literally been fucking y'all over. Using this book to manipulate y'all into a relationship, and then some using this book to just manipulate people altogether. Adjusting body parts and clothing accessories, body orientation and attraction. Check the feet. Oh, reduce personal. Godly, y'all. I can't. Body stance, hands and leg, higher vocal tone, touching her face. That's when women go and flip the hair and all that shit, right? This is, oh my God, y'all gonna have a field day with this damn thing. Y'all can thank me later. No, shit, fuck that. Thank me now, okay? Golly. Look for signs of fidgeting. Uninterrupted eye contact. He tries to get closer to. What the fuck? Aspects of persuasion, components of persuasion, modern persuasion, wise persuasion. So remember I told y'all the law of persuasion was a thing. Reciprocity, self-sufficiency, consistency, social proof. Lord, y'all. Mods of persuasion. The lone con, graduality, masking the true intentions, leading questions, the law of state transference, Persuasion versus manipulation. Y'all, this shit gonna be good. Oh, I can't wait till the next book. Oh my God, like this motherfucker. Y'all, how many, what the fuck? This damn content, bitch, is not playing, okay? This book is not fucking playing, y'all. When I tell y'all, this bitch is not playing. Effects of gaslighting. Are you being gaslit? How to stop being manipulated by gaslighters. Recovering from gaslighting. Chapter Narcissism. How to identify narcissists. How to cope with the narcissist behavior. Common traits of toxic people. How to identify toxic people and in what circumstance they are in their worst. Can someone become a toxic person with no bad intentions? What makes someone toxic? How do subliminal messages work? Y'all, this shit. How to live with a narcissist. How a narcissist controls you. What are hell, I'm gonna end up reading this whole book. What are the manipulators trying to do? What is a toxic relationship? Relationship with dominant partners, relationship with jealous partners, relationship with partners who constantly bring you down, relationship with partners that cheat, relationships with negative thinking partners, relationship with untruthful partners, abusive partners, overly insecure partners, difficult partners, with partners who are always throwing the blame, extreme perfectionists, alcohol partners, competitive partners, narcissist partners. Damn! Hell yeah, this book will make you fucking be single. This motherfucker here at 42, this bitch will make you stay fucking single. I see why some of y'all probably got hold to some of this book, huh? And y'all was like, fuck that. I'm out, bitch. Bow. Deuce. Damn. This, y'all, I can't even. Look at this shit here. Y'all, this is going to help y'all women. I'm so glad I did get this book. And I'm so glad that Spirit, because I wrestled with it because I knew it was deep. I knew it was deep. And I didn't know if Spirit wanted me to do this or not. But I'm glad because it's going to help some of y'all that's been in narcissists to get out. And excessive consumption of alcohol. The effects of a toxic relationship on your health. It can make you lose weight, increase your level of stress, bad mood, excessive consumption of alcohol. The 10 tips to get out of a toxic relationship. Things you should know about leaving a toxic relationship. It takes time for the damage to heal. You may want to go back. The choice can come from anywhere. For some time, you may not understand what is normal. You may end up in a toxic relationship again. There can be a danger associated with toxic relationships when leaving. Leaving may be the best decision for you. People may not understand your decision. Leaving a toxic partner makes you feel good. Leaving a toxic partner makes you feel good. I don't know what that's about, but hey. Y'all, stand your ground down here. I can't even. I just can't. Look how deep this damn book is. This a damn class. This is a college fucking certificate, diploma or some shit. A damn degree. Damn. I'm just reading like I'm just floored right now. Literally fucking floored. The MBTI, I saw that too. Myers-Briggs, 16 personality traits. I saw this too with that other one. And I wanted a book with that in there because, of course, I didn't want to read from the fucking internet like people do with that university free ass shit because they don't want to invest in themselves. So I wanted the book with this in, and I'll be damned if this is not the fucking book. I saw this one. I wanted to see what this one was, that 16 personality trait shit. But like I said, you got to ask Spirit what y'all want and sit there and watch Spirit deliver it. I said that at 4600. Watch Spirit deliver the information. That's why I tell y'all, it ain't nothing I cannot know. I'm going to wait that bitch out because I know Spirit finna come fucking through. For me, because if I ask for it, it's coming. And look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the dark psychology triad. Oh my God. Manipulation, undetected mind control, hypnotism, tips to read and analyze people. Y'all, shit. What is dark psychology down here? That's like in chapter 1. Using nonviolent communication, NVC, to nurture your relationship. The ideal behind the need for empathy. Y'all, I cannot. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors, because child, honey child, sister girl finna be like, whoop, whoop. Yeah, this one right here make you wanna live the single life. Shit. No wonder y'all out there talking about y'all asses is celibate. Y'all hollering celibate without even knowing the etymology, but some of the women that's just not even knowing the etymology of the word, some people are saying single life due to either this book or knowing some of the information in this book. Oh, Machiavellian. That's what that word was, Machiavellian type. So the dark triad personalities date back much further and encompass the realm of narcissist, psychopath, and Machiavellian, the Machiavellian types. Machiavelli. I know I'm saying it wrong, but Machiavelli. That's what it is. Them goddamn Casanova motherfuckers, or whatever you call them, the charmers, right? The charismatic folk. Okay. Concept of empathy. What is empathy? I'm gonna give y'all time to get this. Empathy. We're gonna read empathy. We're gonna read empathy on Sunday, y'all, the 14th. If y'all want to do empathy, okay? We're gonna read empathy. Empathy has concept of empathy. It has a couple of them. The types of empathy: emotional empathy, cognitive empathy, compassionate empathy, purpose of empathy, communication and bonding, regulation and own behavior, encouraging selflessness. We're going to read that, okay, on the 8th. We're going to read that on the 8th. Because I got the freaking, let me get this green one. I'm trying to find something not so big. Page 47. Oh, Lord. So if y'all want to get this book and invest in yourself, be my guest. I don't know what episode this was. I gotta look. Oh man. Let me ask my daughter what episode was it. Cause my mind tired right now. It's tired. I don't know what it is, y'all, because I don't want to say it right now. I want to say this is book 8. It's either 8 or 9, and this will be episode 1, because I always just numbered like what book we looking at, and then how many episodes to that book. So if this is book 8, then it might have 4 or 5 episodes. It might have book 8, episode 1, book 8, episode 2, so y'all will know it's still in that book, right? And you can pick up wherever you left off. So, and again, like I said, we ain't even we hadn't even took the crust off the damn book, okay? We hadn't even took the freaky crust off the book, okay? So this will be the book if y'all want to get it by Sunday and follow along. This will be the book we're going to get and dove in. And like I said, I'm going to break down some of the stuff as Spirit give to me as usual. I'm going to break down some of the stuff in this book, all right? But at least I know, I mean, I could do gaslighting and bombing now because I want y'all, let me make sure it's not long, 78, 80, and then 81, 83. So it's not even, I know y'all like, hell no, read that damn love. Read that damn love bombing and shit. And that gaslighting ass. Let's find out what that shit is. Okay, since everybody all in their mama talking about it. So we're going to skip over here right quick. So, love bombing. So for some of y'all that don't know what that means, love bombing, gaslighting, 83. There it is right there. Gaslighting. All right. Girl, child, bye. Boy, bye. I'm just saying, y'all ass it. So again, this is the dating section right quick. I'll give y'all this. The statement is okay, this is love bombing. The statement is a simple strategy involving a brilliant, abrupt, and vigorous show of favorable feelings toward the victim. It is essential to remember that manipulators generally use this strategy at the beginning of their relationships. This strategy seems a little odd when you really dig deep into it. This is because the individual who tends to extract some type of gain from their victim initially says and does kind things for them. Yet the manipulator may have very little regard for their victim. So it is rather perplexing on the surface, but makes perfect sense when viewed from the angle of their deception. The concept behind love bombing is quite easy because its main aim is to generate a sense of love, confidence, and adherence for the manipulator within the intended target. The degree to which the love bombing is used may depend on the target itself. Why does this imply? Take a person who looks quite desperate, hopeless, and solitary. For example, the manipulator is more prone to choose this person as a target, as they are conscious of the fact that instead of more selective in their choice of partner, the target may essentially take what they can get. As a result, the target, out of the desperation, may become a sitting duck for love bombing. So don't be desperate. Stop being desperados out there. 5511 is when I said that. Stop being needy. Initially, the target may not believe that they are the subject of such affection. However, at some point, they may come crashing back down to reality. It should be noted that a manipulator modus, M-O-D-U-S, apparende, modus apparende, when it comes to love bombing, is a combination of physical attraction and charming nature. The manipulator will go out their way to seem very physically attractive while also appearing to be a pleasant person to get along with. As such, they will seek out the victim who are vulnerable. Vulnerability generally boils down to being in the right place at the right time. For instance, a manipulator will seek out a victim who has been through a tough breakup, such as a divorce, and is extremely vulnerable and emotional. It says, also a manipulator also seeks out people with low self-esteem. This makes them especially prone to affection and attention. In some cases, targets may be so starved for attention and affection that even when they are aware of the love bombing, they will go along with it for as long as it lasts. It says, in the end, love bombing is an effective technique when done right. It says, however, it is hardly the best way to build a long-term relationship. Therefore, the manipulator needs to move on at some point from their target and seek out a new relationship. This can leave the victim absolutely devastated, in addition to what they lose to the manipulator in terms of material possession. Now, love bombing is not always intended to lead to a relationship. It can be something quite benign, such as flirting to something from someone in a very brief interaction. This is commonly seen as in a number of ways. For instance, the individual may flirt with the receptionist and security guard in order to gain access to a location. So kind of like to get in somewhere free without paying or something like that. Like parties, venues, concerts, whatever. Oh, butt the line, get in the club, stuff like that. Other times, a manipulator may flirt with coworkers and colleagues so that they can help the manipulator. Also, some of y'all colleagues, I shouldn't laugh, but some of y'all colleagues is in on this shit. Oh, damn. That's why when I read tarot, I tell y'all it's a coworker. Somebody you work with, keep your mouth closed. All right? The best manipulators lead others on without the actual intention of allowing them to get close. In fact, when the time comes to move the relationship forward, they back away. This generally leaves the victim feeling deceived, as they acted in good faith, believing the manipulator had genuine interest in them. Oh my God. I need to just put a big fucking OMG, because I've heard so many of y'all ass say this part right here, reading tarot, that they led you on, or even in dating on TikTok. I've heard so many of them say, there you led me on. And that's why they're hostile. That's why they like, I ain't gonna even say it. Anywho, let's keep going. This type of behavior is predicted on the liberal use of flattery. The use of flattery is intended to appeal to the target's self-esteem and lack of. While it is clear that some individuals are far more susceptible to flattery, it should be noted that it will not necessarily work in every circumstance. That is why you generally see manipulators going around trying to see who is more susceptible to flattery. Shit! Y'all, my God. I don't fucking know what to tell y'all. But y'all, single. Life. Boy. Shit, y'all. No wonder everybody is like, fuck that. I get it, y'all. I get it. Reading this book, I fucking get it. When they find such individuals, they will exploit this tendency as much as possible. In fact, flattery can open the door to love bombing at some point down the road. Oh, look, I had to write OMG. Y'all, I had to write OMG. Oh, fucking MG, okay? One last point about love bombing. The maneuver is not necessarily related to romantic relationship. As a matter of fact, love bombing can be a manifestation of kissing up to someone. Yep. Brown nosing. It says, for instance, you see workers in a company kiss up to their boss. Bosses enjoy this adulation and will grant special attention and favor to those who praise them. Yep. This is especially used when the individual shows signs of having narcissistic personality. Yeah, because they love that. The ego does. Since narcissists crave constant attention, they are especially susceptible to adulation, flattery, and of course, love bombing. Damn, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. However, there is a catch when adultating someone. If they are clearly incompetent or inadequate, the adulation may seem like an obvious lie. And while the victim may drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak, others around the manipulator will catch on to the maneuvers, such as the manipulator may have no choice but to back off or risk being criticized by those around. Positive reinforcement. Okay. Gaslighting right here. Positive reinforcement differs from love bombing. It is intended to praise or reward type of behavior that is congruent with the manipulator's wishes and desires. Consequently, the manipulator will use affection, flattery, and love bombing to reinforce this behavior. Now, it should be noted that positive reinforcement is a commonly used technique, and it is perfectly normal. Okay, let me go to gaslighting. Gaslighting. This technique is a bit of an unusual name, but its overall effectiveness is remarkable. Its effect lies in getting people to question their own perception of reality. Boy, they playing mind games. They playing mind games. Wow. As such, gaslighting consists of manipulating the victim into believing what the manipulator wants them to believe, even when there is clear evidence against what the manipulator is saying. So y'all believe it anyway because of the illusion. It can be used, for example, in a discussion when one partner accuses the other of betrayal and then turn around and flip it on them. That's what they do. Them liars do that. Them cheaters, especially when they get caught. The gaslighting strategy is used to destabilize and make the other person doubt in order to make them believe that they are living in an imaginary reality. In these cases, one of the most used phrases is, "It is all your imagination." Another classical example of gaslighting can be seen in cases of abuse. The abuser repeatedly tells the victim that there is no such abuse happening, even when it is clear that the victim has been abused in some manner. This type of denial forces the victim to question their own perception of the events that have taken place. When effective, the victim may not necessarily attempt what the manipulator has said, but will rather question their own perception to the degree that they have no way of differentiating abuse from non-abusive situations. Gaslighting is commonly used by politicians. This is why their first reaction to deny everything when a scandal break out. 9 times out of 10, politicians get away with initial denials. Unless the media decides to dig deeper and produce compelling evidence supporting claim, politicians will simply stonewall everything. Don't trust them, son of a bitches. This is intended to get voters to question the media accuracy. We already know they lie. The intent is not to convince the public they have done no wrong. The intent is to generate enough confusion that y'all both ass do, so that the public gives politicians the benefit of the doubt even when they are clearly guilty. I don't give none of y'all asses that, because all of you motherfuckers are liars. That's my opinionated response to this verbiage in this damn book. Expert gaslighters are so charming and persuasive that they are generally given the benefit of the doubt. The fact of the matter is that this is all they need. So as long as they are not are not indicated in the minds of others, they will feel content. To the degree in which the manipulator is able to plant the seed of doubt in the minds of others, they know they will always have the upper hand. It should also be noted that there is a clear difference between simply denying facts and gaslighting. In order for gaslighting to be truly effective, there needs to be some credible explanation which can replace the real events. This takes place when manipulators are able to come up with a clever explanation for things that happen. That often entails playing the blame game or evading personal responsibility by concocting schemes. Wow. Boy, they go through a lot. And their ass ought to be tired. Like, their ass ought to be tired. Then there is always the possibility of creating the boogeyman. The boogeyman is a fictional character which is created as a means of having something to pin blame on. Now, the boogeyman does not need to be real. It says, in fact, it doesn't even need to be a real person. It says the main function of the boogeyman is to have something which people can hate, fear, or blame for the things that happen around them. Expert manipulators can milk a boogeyman for a long time, but will have to eventually move on to another one. In the end, it is nothing more than a fabrication. The best antidote, God, they don't want me to read this. The best antidote to The best antidote to gaslighting is to keep a close eye on details. Please do not forget that the devil is in the details. I've heard that before. As long as you can keep your eye on details, you will be able to tell when you are being gaslit. Yep. The devil is in the, I want that to stand out, the details. Like, I like to mark my shit up. I don't know why. It's just something about marking a damn book up, ain't it? Because when I go back and read it down the road, I got them highlights. Okay, long con. Oh, these motherfuckers is slick, y'all. I'm trying to get off of here, book club, so we can finish this. Look here, we got long con, covert deception, creating illusion, big build up, and putting the other person down, leading questions, just like what the content saying, online grooming, financial obligations, and then we're off to, I had already tilted that down earlier when I peeked in. I was gonna do that. That's dark psychology and seduction. Oh yeah, honey. We getting zit all, okay? We getting to it all, okay? Yeah. Oh my God, we did a lot. That was 82. We literally did a lot. It's fine print, like my eyes hurt. So it hurt. I gotta read this long con. I'm trying to get off, but it's saying read it. Long con is a slow method of persuasion. The long con is very useful when people resist giving into persuasion because they feel like they are pressured or there is not any trust between the victim and the persuader. Therefore, the long con will overcome the problem as mentioned. The dark persuader will invest their time in trying to understand their victim, befriending them and ensuring they develop a sense of trust or affinity. To do this, the dark persuader builds up an artificial rapport and use other ways to make the victim feel comfortable. After the victim has been prepared psychologically, the dark persuader begins their attempts. They can start by trying to lead their victim into making choices that will be in the best interest of their manipulator. The purpose of beginning like this is the first to get the victim used to the persuaded, and second, so that the mind of the victim associates the relationship between them and the dark persuader as a positive one and one that they will benefit from. Once the victim trusts the persuader, the victim is vulnerable to the persuader's action and does not stand a chance. The long con is a long-term plan which generally entails at the end a great benefit. Good example of this is people who date and eventually marry their target. The target falls head over heels for the manipulator. The manipulator, in reality, is just interested in the victim's wealth. So, there we have it, y'all. The long con. Oh, that's that motherfucker. Oh, shit. Your bitches is leaving out that on the dating scene. Okay, what the fuck happened with that one? The manipulator in reality is just interested in the victim's wealth, social status, and influence. Once the manipulator has exhausted the resources of the victim, they will be ready to discard the victim as they no longer of use to them. So they just use them for their money. Yeah. So once the money is gone, or if they use them all up, they discard them and go find somebody else. This is the point in which a divorce comes, leaving the victim devastated and emotionally shattered. Ultimately, the manipulator gets away with their machination unless something is done in the meantime to stop them. In the worst case, the long con can go for decades. Think about financial crimes and fraud in which con men defraud their investors. These schemes usually take years to hatch and even longer to unravel. By the time investors catch wind of the monkey business going on, they stand very little chance to get their money back. All that is left is painful lessons on trusting others without doing their due diligence. Damn. Y'all better investigate these motherfuckers. True that. All right, we'll do covert deception next. Masking their true intentions of the dark pervador is another tactic of the manipulator. Oh, now I can go on with my eyes is burning. And plus, I want to read this on TikTok. So I'll see y'all over there because I think I'm going to read this bitch on TikTok. I'll say that at 1441 and it's 1444. Oh, there's blackmail right there. Y'all let me know below if this sounds like anybody y'all know or dated or talking to. We gotta help each other out. We gotta stick together like birds in a feather. Anchoring. Oh, we went backwards. Why did they go backwards? I gotta go get some leaves. as y'all see. But these big ass books I got, hell, they take a whole, look at it. I done just used it all up. Because I want to be able to go to it, not tomorrow, but next week. I mean, I may do this tomorrow because this book is exciting. Like, my insides is jumping for joy at this knowledge here. Okay? I want to see that. I just read something I saw. So, yeah, I may do another one this week, and I may do another one this week and for Thursday. I mean, this week and Sunday, the 14th, if I have time, y'all. So we'll break this back open again. If y'all choose to get it, there it is. It's y'all's Dark Psychology, 10 books in one book. So it is Learn the Art of Persuasion, How to Influence People, Hypnosis, Manipulation Techniques, NLP Secrets, Analyze Body Language, Mind Control, and Emotional Intelligence. Okay? There you have it. That's book club. And it's either 8 or 9. It's either 8 or 9 episode. 8 or 9 episode, but this is the first. 8 or 9 book, but this is the first episode. Okay? So don't quote me until you see it, but just so I can know it's marked up in here somewhere. 8 or 9, it was 17. 8 or 9 episode book, 8 or 9 book, 8 or 8th or 9th book for book club on Patreon and playlist. We're going to start it. And then episode 1. So we're going to break this down, go through this book, educational purposes only. So we're going to learn about love bombing, gaslighting, and other little dark tricks and silly rabbit tricks that people do to try to manipulate us. So again, I hope this helps. I hope y'all do order it. If not, you can continue to come back and listen. All right. So I have plenty more of these type of books so that we can really divulge into really what's going on, honestly. Not being scapegoated, not being taunted, not being gatekept with information. Like I told y'all, it ain't nothing that I can't find. It ain't nothing that I'm not going to come across. It ain't nothing that Spirit ain't going to show me because I'm going to ask. And that's why y'all don't know. My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. Y'all don't want to know. You don't try to know. You don't ask to know. And therefore, you cannot know. So if you don't do anything with all that getting, get some knowing, okay? Get to know something. Get something every day. Learn something new. Stop being afraid of books and read. And if you're curious about something, don't just take people's word for it, because Google University out there, YouTube University out there, TikTok University out there, IG, everybody and their damn mama's a teacher. We already know it. Everybody got something to teach. We already fucking know it. But you don't believe what they say. Get the book, because people are not giving y'all the right information in its entirety in order to string y'all along. So you have a right to know the information or where they're getting it from so you can read it for yourself. There's more people in the world, so that shows me that's a lack mentality already. So, and that's some op shit going on. But anywho, we're going to leave that there, okay? Right there on the table with the book. So, anyway, I hope y'all enjoy Peace, Love, and Harmony. That's book club for my August the 7th. And we'll try to get y'all in one Friday or Saturday or Sunday at the latest. If I get another night where I can divulge into this. I may read it myself. But damn, y'all, this is deep. I can't wait to get to the other books. Peace. Hope y'all enjoy book club with Kim Arts.